Alex is a completely despicable, horrible human being, and he does not deserve a platform, and there's no way he's gonna come back. I'm probably gonna still end up making another video of him responding to the allegations. If he even fucking ends up making that video, honestly, I don't see how he's gonna do it, but I guess only time will tell. Well, as the GOAT himself once put it, my time is up and my time is now. It's been around 9 months or so, maybe almost close to a year since the allegations made towards ImAllexx had come out from his former ex-girlfriend, Alice Hez, and I completely forgot about the situation. I forgot that I even talked about it. I forgot that he was even a content creator who was on YouTube, and that's because he had disappeared and had not been making any videos for around a year or so. And Alex's response has him explaining why that is. Apparently he's been dealing with a lot of like mental health issues and some other like health issues as well. And whether or not you want to believe that, it's completely up to you. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that probably had a huge contributing factor. Overall, the thing I really want to talk about the most is his response towards specifically Alice herself, because I don't really care about anything else that he mentions. Sure, it's important, but that's like the main thing and the main reason why he ended up making the video, and is because Alice had made the allegations of just overall general abuse towards her, like physical abuse, mental abuse, and apparently at a certain point he was gonna like harm like their cat in some way. It's a whole thing. If you want to go check out my previous videos talking about it, please go ahead and do so, but I kind of want to just go ahead and keep things short and simple and just get straight to the point. I don't really fully believe everything that Alex had said in his video just because of the past history that we've had with him, and it's because of the fact that, like I mentioned in my first video talking about the situation, he has a very well-known reputation of hearing allegations made against a specific content creator, joining along the crusade of going against that content creator, and then ultimately it's revealed that the allegations that were made against him were fake. And that's what Alex has done multiple times, and one of his most infamous cases of doing this was against another content creator named Slazo, and he had his whole series of allegations. I explained that in my first video talking about the ImAllexx controversy and allegations, so if you want to know more about that, go watch the first video. I'm going to link it down in the description if you want to go watch it for yourself. I'll even link it at the end of the video during the outro, so it's super easy for you to find. Yeah, just Alex has a history of running with false allegations and being so vehement and adamant with them and doubling down, and just even when he's proven wrong, like vehemently, like there's full-on evidence, like full-on evidence and completely like debunked and rebutted and everything, he doubles down even further and refuses to apologize. And just he never apologized for what he did to Slazo. Slazo's whole YouTube career had completely fallen off the wayside because of what he had done, and he never apologized for it. So based off of that alone, and also just like the overall response, just kind of not really having any direction, just it's the weird thing that happened in the video, like a couple of things in his response. The thing that I found really weird is that anytime that he would show a screenshot from her, he would show it up for like a couple of seconds, not even that, like a couple of frames, and then it would move on to the next one. So it really just comes off as him trying to hide something within the screenshots that prove that he's not being completely honest. But then also he talks about how like she was trying to blackmail him with like evidence and proof and yada yada, and he keeps saying like the screenshots themselves prove that he didn't do anything wrong. But then it's like, if she was abusing you like the way that you keep saying that she was, why didn't you ever leave? If within like, it was so weird because he keeps trying to explain that the reason why he never left was because of the threat of having these false allegations made against him. But if he was so adamant that they were so obviously fake, why did he never leave the relationship? This is just overall a situation where both of them could have decided to leave at any point, and neither decided to do so. So even though like my gut feeling is saying that I blame Alex more than I do Alice, honestly, you could make an argument, a very valid argument, that both people in the situation were just completely awful for each other, awful towards each other, and should never have been in a relationship. Obviously, they have a whole bunch of mental issues that have hopefully been, you know, dealt with, and they don't have the, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm hoping that they have resolved their mental health issues is what I'm trying to say. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. So, overall, right, I'm surprised that he actually ended up coming back. I really wasn't expecting that, but ultimately he ended up doing so, and it's with a response that a lot of people on Twitter specifically that I've seen so far have just been bashing on, like, everyone fucking hates it. Everyone's hating on him, and, you know, for very obvious reasons. Because this has been brewing and sitting in people's minds for like 9 months, 10 months, people have already come to their conclusions about the situation. He did something awful towards another individual, and that individual came out bravely so and exposed him for being the piece of shit that he is. And that's what people are going to continue to run with, regardless of the fact that he's actually innocent or not. Not that I believe that, obviously, because I think he's an actual fucking piece of shit. But whatever, right? That's all I really have to say about the situation. At best for him, they were both the terrible ones in this situation. But at worst, he was the worst fucking despicable human being you could ever have imagined to exist in the world. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about this situation. There are going to be plenty of other channels that are going to go really deep diving into this. So if you're interested in a video more towards that, go ahead and do so if you really want to. Plenty of channels out there, like I said. But I really just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about the response. And overall, I just didn't really care, right? I didn't want to watch it. It was like almost 2 hours long. It was boring. It was monotonous. He just shows repeated screenshots that are only there for like a second and a half and barely even that, and just deflecting, trying to make himself seem like he's the victim when in reality he's not really the victim. He did a lot of really shitty things, such as the video clip that Alice had recorded of him threatening to bash her head in with a brick. I'm just saying, you know, it's neither here nor there. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it though. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. If you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I want to give a shout out to Pedro360 and Renegade Enigma for being the members. I would really appreciate if you guys considered joining the memberships. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.